Okay. Being set up. Again, my scheduled live stream did not work. So I will this. Okay. Live from Nome. Let's post this on the face-to-face. Okay, still getting set up. 3. Let's see if I can. Oh, I can do the other app. Oops. Paste. Post. Publish. Okay. Looks and sounds like it's working. All right, thanks, Chris. What else sees me? I'm just posting because my live stream scheduled thing didn't work. So, all right. 5 viewers. All right, so I'm here in Port of Nome, Nome Harbor. It's a normal, typical day in Nome. You know, got a little bit of wind, 8-foot seas. Try to keep the microphone out of the wind. So 8-foot seas right now. Expected to get a little bit higher, stronger. Pretty much everyone's in port except the big, giant things. Hello, Zoltan. All right. So unfortunately, I couldn't find my external mic, so I cannot go around too much, and I'm still tethered to the computer. But I can try to hit mute and spin around and see the rest of the harbor. So let's do that. Mute. Okay. Okay, Zoltan, you're gonna boat up the Yukon. That'll be interesting. A few people have done that. Vernon's boat, he did that. He built it down in Homer, then trucked it up to Valdez or Fairbanks, splashed it in, and floated down the Yukon and up to Nome. So, season here has been pretty stormy. There's been no diver operated suction dredging going on for 3 weeks now. So see if I can get a shot of Vernon's boat pointed out. It's white top with gray bottom, kind of long. So that's what he floated down the Yukon with. Let me hit mute again and get back in the wind. Haha, thanks, Sultan. All right, trying to keep the wind out of the microphone. The water is crashing over the rock wall. Mist. It's about 30 knot winds. It's supposed to get up to 40. Remnants of some typhoon. See how fast the clouds are moving. That's the Roald Amundsen out there. That's a hybrid electric cruise ship. They just came over the Northwest Passage. The jack-up barge is, I hope they jacked it up a little higher. It only looks like it has a foot or two left. Water's a few feet high right now. Oh. Okay, yeah, Roald Amundsen. So there's a lot of tourists off of that boat here in Nome today. I think 400 people. Visitor Center said 400 people came into their office alone. And tour buses all over the place. Anchor. So, flags are going pretty good. Christine Rose over there sputted down in the harbor. Fishing tenders over there. That's the NSCDC fish plant. That big one's the Paul C. Johnson. So, how new is that ship? Oh, the Roald Amundsen. This is, I think, the first journey. I think it launched earlier this year. This is one of its first trips. Came over the Northwest Passage into Nome. The World was here earlier, but that's so big it couldn't come into the harbor, so they just had a lighter passengers to shore. There's a winter storage area over there. You can see that big cutter head. That's the Alaska Hawk. That moves more material than most other dredges combined in Nome, but it's just moving sand to clear the harbor. So, what else do you guys want to see? more of a test than anything, see if it works, which it seems to, but I can't seem to reconnect to scheduled live stream, so I don't know what's going on with that. All right. Okay. Temperatures are pretty good, but the fall colors are changing. The tundra on the hill is getting up there, getting to purples and purples on the fireweed, and then the normal brown and other tan colors up on that mountain behind. See the American flag on that boat. Clouds are booking. All right. Well, I don't know how much longer you guys want me to just stand here and show you stuff. Can't really drive around with this setup here. I need 1,000 subscribers before I can do mobile live. All right. Yep. Yeah, my upload speed is not very good, but I'm just going off of a tethering GCI connection. Yeah, that would be helpful. So I don't have I'm not setting the refresh or the resolution. It's doing that automatically. But there's some fiber in town. They got I don't know. There's fiber to Nome now, and that's getting out to consumers. So if I could get a connection and then a Wi-Fi, I could hopefully stream a lot better. How many days left in the season? That depends on your definition of a season. A lot of people leave by the end of September, and some are talking about packing it in now because it doesn't look like there'll be any more dredging till the end of September. And then there's some others. That'll stay later. The people who live in Nome, they have the best situation because they can usually have other things going on than hit the ocean when it's good. I think one good dredger I heard talked with, he said he had 35 days in so far this year. Of course, some dredgers, the ice went out early, so they had 35 days in by the end of May. Let's see, question, how many days? Okay, any other ocean gold stream claims opening up or just around Nome? Well, there's the 2 stake on land rule. So you can do a 40-acre claim as long as 2 stakes are on land. So that's about a quarter mile out from the shore. You can go on akmining.info and see what areas are open and what areas are closed and what areas are already claimed. But it's akmining.info. Let's see. But yeah, as far as gold offshore like this, I don't know of any other major deposit. There was that small one by Daniels Creek. It's 60 miles west of Nome, 60 miles east of Nome, in an area that was called Bluff, old ghost town there. And some people went over there, but that cleaned up in a season and a half, so not much left. But yeah, so, okay, 480p, can't really see much. I'll try to upload some other videos that are, I can take at a higher resolution. It's just so hard. What are the Kellys up to? Well, I saw Chris earlier today, Chris Kelly, or watching the Myrtle Irene fiasco, which I won't really get into. Film crew was filming that, so in a year or two, when they finally show if they filmed today, it'll be on the TV. But let's see. Anyway, yeah, the Kellys. Let's see, their boat is over there, but with this camera, I can't zoom in and see it. Thought about filming from over there, but then I couldn't show you the ocean. Do you know much about up north around Red Dog or other community starting projects? There's up in Teller, there's a project called Graphite One for graphite lithium batteries. All lithium batteries are actually graphite lithium batteries, and Graphite One has a pretty good deposit. So that's a good project. up in Teller. But Red Dog is definitely a huge economic driver here. That's zinc. Northern Dynasty's down in Bristol Bay area. It's challenging because they have massive hydrology issues, which makes the copper and gold mine difficult to do safely with the fish in the Bristol Bay area. So, all right. Well, I think that's enough for now. 15 minutes. Let's see how much of my data quota I burnt up. So I'll try to find a Wi-Fi connection or just have to do pre-recorded stuff. Is it that rough that you can't dredge till the end of the month? Well, let's see. Here, I'll blast your ears out with a little wind. Yeah, 7.5 foot seas. Even my big dredge has trouble with this much seas. And the diver operated guys, they have a lot more challenges because they have to be able to see. So basically anything over 2 foot seas and they're out. Most of these aren't very seaworthy. They're pond worthy or lake worthy, but yeah, it's not really something that people don't realize. They think they'll come up to Nome and work around the clock 24 hours a day for 7 days a week, and you're here for 6 months and get 40 days of diver operated dredging weather in. Even the bigger operations that don't need divers, they get 70 or 80 days in. So yeah, it's you got to do your math right and make sure that your projections are based on reality. So I used to have on my old website, I had a talk about how to estimate production. Yeah, mining when the sea is frozen over is a lot easier with the right gear, but you're limited to 6-inch dredge. So for diver operated, that's pretty good, but you're also limited because the sea ice is in the way. The 1 year I did sea ice mining, or mining through the sea ice, 2011, we had gold. Our gold per hour was half as good, was twice as hard, took twice as much labor, and so it really wasn't worthwhile for us. Other people found it good, but if they're living in Nome, that makes sense because they can go and it's a better thing to do than not working or trying to find a job elsewhere. If you know what you're doing, you have the right equipment. But I did not find ice mining that great. One of the other problems is that we couldn't prospect in the area because at that time I didn't have any of my own leases or claims. Of course, now I have 19,000 acres, but they're too deep to dive through the ice. They start at 27 feet. So it's really not. And that shallow spot of my leases is pretty sandy. So the good material on my lease starts at about 40 feet, 45 feet. And then goes out to 65, 70 feet. So, all right. I think that's enough of a test. Thanks, everyone. I think I answered all the questions. All right.